The Pilates, abs, and core starts right now. Let's get right into it with a warm-up. How you doing? I'm Preston. I hope you are having a great day today. We'll start with the warm-up, cat and cow. Exhale, round the back, push the mat away for the cat. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up for the cow. We'll do one more of these. Exhale for the cat, round the back. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up. 30 minutes of abs and core. All you need is a mat and some water. Drop the pelvis. Push away, shoulders down and back. Look up for a little high cobra action. We start and end each Pilates routine with a plank. So let's do that. 2 minutes and 12-second plank. Push away the mat. Come up to your straight arm plank, shoulders underneath the wrists or on top of the wrists, stacked directly. Engage the abs, curl the tailbone under slightly, straight line from your hips to your shoulders, slightly retract the shoulder blades, look down. We are outside today. It is a beautiful day. It's very warm, about 76 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm engaging my abs, squeezing my butt, tucking my tailbone under, holding this wonderful plank. You could also lower down to a forearm plank. Just make sure you bring your abs. Bring your abs, but also bring your butt down with you so your butt is still in line with your shoulders. Nice straight line. Feet could be either together or hip distance apart. Whatever works for you. You can change between the two different planks. You could do a side plank. Whatever you would like to do. Just support your body weight for as long as possible. Today we're doing 2 minutes and 12 seconds to start. And then at the end of the routine, we'll do one for 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Every time we add on 1 second to our plank duration. Less than 30 seconds left on this plank. You could do anything for 30 seconds. Very bright today. The plants behind me got butchered. They no longer exist. They're just two empty pots. Oh well. I guess the seasons are a-changin'. Plants are a-leavin'. After this, we sit back into a 10-second child's pose. Nice work. 10-second child's pose. Shift your weight back, knees wider than your torso. And what's next? Heel walk. Feet on the mat. Lift the hips up to the sky as high as you can. Hands support you. You look at your belly button, and then you walk to one side of the mat. Pause, lift your hips up even higher, and walk to the other side. Try and keep your hips up as you do the heel walk the entire time, nice and high. 30 more seconds. We do each exercise for about 1 minute and 3 seconds. Looking down at your belly button. Try and keep those hips up, using your abs, using your glutes. 2 and 1. Alrighty, I forgot my AirPods, so I have no music, and I have to listen to the timer. Hollow knee hug. So we'll come, lie on our back, straighten our legs out to 45 degrees, glue them together, arms reach out behind you, hollow body hold, then we wrap our arms around, hug our knees into our chest, knee hug. So position number 1, you have the lower back glued to the mat, arms reaching nice and long, legs glued together, then you scoop them around, hug the knees in, Go at your own pace, but do hold each position for a couple of seconds. Scoop it around, bring it in. Nice and long, curl up even a little higher. Looking at your belly button or your inner thighs. Not up to the ceiling, you don't want to strain your neck. Nice work. Take that 10-second rest in between exercises. What is going to be next? Bicycles with toe taps. All right. So let's bring our knees in up to tabletop position, hands behind the head. Do one bicycle each side, and then one toe tap each side. So twist, elbow to knee, then hand to foot, elbow or armpit to knee, elbow or an armpit to knee, hand to foot, hand to foot. Once you have that, you can speed up the pace. Keep your shoulder blades curled off the mat. The twist remains the same height, never dropping the height of that twist. Really long reaches for the feet. Really big twists out of the torso. Nice work. Transition, take that 10-second rest. Feeling good today. All right, we have X-ups to tucks. So we'll do one X-up, each hand, each foot, then one tuck. So right hand to left foot, reach up. Left hand to right foot, reach up. And then we're going to tuck up our entire body, knees to chest, hold it, and then back down. So one X-up, two X-ups, and then tuck everything in, hold it for a second or two, then back down to that X. You can keep your hands and feet off the mat the entire time to increase the difficulty, or hands and feet on the mat in between the movements. And nice work. All right, up next, who knows what it's gonna be? Side lying kicks. Lie on one side of your body, stack everything in a straight line. Maybe line it up with the back of your mat. Hand can support the head. Leg up to hip height. Kick twice forwards and then point behind backwards. Knock over your water bottle. So big swing kick forwards and then really reach behind backwards. We'll do one more this side and then switch sides, sideline kick other side. Transition, straight line with your body. Leg up to hip height. Kick twice and then point behind. Trying to keep your body nice and straight, pointing behind as far as you can, flexing the foot, kicking it forward, pointing on the way behind. Nice work. All right, tabletop crunches. Come on down to the mat. Lower back in the mat, legs in tabletop. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Hands gently support the head. And we just do small crunches, elbows nice and wide. Small little crunches. Just a small curl. Feeling this action out of your abs, not out of your neck or your upper back. Your abs doing all of the work today. Core muscles doing all of the work today. Squeezing the legs together for a little connection between your pelvic floor and your core. If you need to take a break, just place your feet down, place your head down, take a breather, or hug your knees into your chest. And then when you're ready, get back into that crunch. Nice work on that crunch. We'll get into the next exercise here in just a second. Beast hold. Didn't hear that one. All right, let's come to all fours. Lift your knees just a couple of inches off of the mat. And now we are in our beast, and from here we will just hold it. So this is the beast hold. What I'm focusing on here is keeping my abs nice and high. My shoulder blades slightly retracted, a diagonal or straight line from my butt to my shoulders. My knees are just a couple of inches off of the mat. My hands are underneath my shoulders. 15 more seconds on this beast hold. You got it. All 10 fingers spread nice and wide to really provide a great base of support. Nice work. Transition. Take a quick breather before we get into the next one. All right. Just your basic sit-up. Your feet or your heels can be on the mat. You could do whatever type of sit-up you want. I'm doing heels on the mat. I'm going to place my hands next to my temples, sitting up, and then slowly lowering myself down. You could raise your arms up to the sky and keep them up there if you like that version. But what I'm focusing on is slow and controlled, feeling each vertebrae leaving and making contact with the mat, fighting against momentum and gravity, so nice and slow. Not keeping my head on the mat for too long, just a split second. My feet stay down, my heels are lightly touching. So whatever version you got. All right. We have another exercise coming up. Ukrainian twist. I shouldn't have moved from that position. All right. So come to seated. Heels on the mat. Lean back, twist. Maybe lean back even further. Try and get those elbows to touch the mat or as close to the mat as possible. Nice big recline until you're about to fall over and twist side to side. Minimal movement at the hips, at the torso, minimal wiggling. Maybe you can pick your feet up. Do that with your feet off the mat. Nice big twists. 23 more seconds. Or feet on the mat, whatever works for you. Feet off the mat, obviously more challenging. Five more seconds on the Ukrainian twists. Nice. I'm gonna grab some water. All right, what's next? All right, scissor crossovers, come on down. Lower back in the mat, head either up or down. Legs up to the sky, hands down by the side. And you slice your legs left and right as you slowly lower your legs down to about 45 degrees or wherever you feel your lower back start to arch off the mat. That's basically your limit. You don't want your lower back to arch off the mat. You want it to stay nice and flat with the mat. You could also have your head up, maybe supporting your head with your hands, but you're looking down at your belly button if you're doing that. So either hands down or hands supporting the head. Crossovers down to about 45 degrees. Keep it going. And nice work. Roasting on the mat. All right, Superman, flip on over, lie on your stomach, push your pelvis down, scoop your abs up. We'll do Superman with a little bit of arm movement, so your legs are glued together. Your pelvis is pushed down, your abs are scooped up. You reach forward, you pull that imaginary bar down your back, then you extend your arms straight behind you, hold it for a second, then bend the arms, reverse that motion. Let me move the mic here, there we go. So it's reach, pull, extend behind you, hold it for a second, and then reverse that. Or you can do like a breaststroke type of thing where your arms go in a circle. I have the planters here, so that's a little bit difficult for me. But when you're reaching behind, you really reach, really squeeze everything before you come back up to your starting position. I'm just going to lie here and wait for the next exercise, see what it's going to be. What is it going to be? All right, cherry pickers. Let's see, flip over. Lie on down. Legs up to the sky. Glue your legs together in small little crunches, trying to reach up towards your toes, picking the cherries off of your toes. Yummy, yummy toe cherries. And remember, if you need a break, just bring your knees into your chest, lower your head for a second, and when you're ready, get back into those cherry pickers. I exhale as I pick. I inhale as I lower. Two, one. Nice work. All right, we have glute bridge with pulses. Move your feet a little closer to your butt. Push through your heels. Squeeze through your butt. Lift your hips up as high as they can, focusing on your squeezing your glutes. And we'll pulse up for 3, 2, 1. Hold the last one up nice and high, and then lower everything back down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. We'll do that again. Push through the heels, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up to the sky, and then when you're at your highest, you pulse for 3, 2, and then on the last one, hold it up, inhale, exhale, lower everything down to the mat. Keep that going at your own pace. 2, 3 pulses at the top, you hold the last one, and then lower everything down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice work. Lean back with a kick out, similar to the Ukrainian Twists. That's weird, I just heard this glass break. Lean back, knees into the chest, and then you kick them out, straightening the legs as much as possible. Drive the knees in, extend them out. So you lean back as you kick out, and then you bring everything towards the center. Let me move back a little bit here. All right. You can hold the lean back kick out as long as you want. You can hold the knee tuck in as long as you want. Both are good time under tension for your core, for your abs, for that balance. Nice work. All right, bird dog up now. We'll do bird dogs on one side, then we'll switch to the other side. From all fours, extend your right leg back. Drop your right hip so it's parallel in line with your left hip. Extend the left arm nice and long. Engage the abs, then drive the knee in towards the elbow, and then reset. Abs nice and sturdy and stable. We'll do this for 2 more reps. 1, and then last one. Drive it in, knee touches the elbow. Place everything back down. Left leg out, drop the left hip so it's in line with the right. Right arm extends out long, engage the abs. Drive the knee in towards the chest. So with your leg and your arm, think about reaching out instead of reaching up. Nice. I'm gonna stay here. I'm hoping we are getting close to the end of the routine here. Not sure though. All right, windshield wipers. I'll show you from the front view. I start in a diagonal with my legs to one side, and then I lift them up and over, leaning back slightly to the other. Hands next to the hips as I reach up and over for those windshield wipers. Side view here. Hands next to the hips, legs out, start in a diagonal, then you lift them up and over for those windshield wipers. You can try and take your hands off the mat as well. Try and keep that core stability so you don't wiggle and fall over. Feet never touching the mat. Last 10 seconds on these. Nice work. All right, up next we're going to try the seal. Let me make sure I can rock back. So you start with your feet off the mat. Hands come in between the thighs, grab the outside of the ankles. You click your heels twice together. 1, 2, then you roll back and you click them back twice there. 1, 2, and then forward. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. If you can't get the heel clicks going, don't worry about it. Just roll back and forth, keeping your neck off the mat, holding the balance for a second in each position. That was a short little seal there. Nice work. All right, transition time. What can be next? Roll up. This one is hard for me. Glue your legs together. Arms reach up towards the sky. Take an inhale. And then on the exhale, roll up as slowly as you can. Reach forward, reach for your toes as your belly button reaches back. And then drop the shoulders, roll back. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Let me move back a little bit. So the goal here is to go as slow as you can. Resist momentum. Reach forward, belly button goes back, shoulders down and back, and then each vertebrae touches the mat. So as you notice right here, I use momentum to get up. The goal here is to not use any momentum and go as slow as possible. I'm just not there yet with my roll up. That's why I'm out here practicing. All right, similar to the seal, rolling like a ball, kind of the easier version of the seal. So bring your legs to tabletop, then bring your heels closer to your butt, as close as you can. Tuck your chin to the chest, roll it back, then roll it forward, keeping that balance. The smaller the ball, the more challenging this will be. If this hurts your lower back, maybe sit this one out. You could also try removing your hands from your ankles and using no hands. You inhale on the way back, and then you exhale on the way forward, holding the balance at the end of your ball. Oh, almost rolled completely backwards there. All right. Be careful not to put your neck on the mat ever. When you do any of these exercises, your neck should never bear any of the weight. All right, teaser preparation, we'll practice the teaser. So from tabletop position, we can slowly come up, extending the legs out long. Maybe the arms reach forward, maybe the legs straighten, maybe the arms reach to the sky, and then we slowly lower it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands come around, grab the knees, and then we start again, roll it up, extend everything as long as you can, or bring your legs to tabletop, maybe the arms forward. So whatever length you can get, whatever hold you can get, give that a try, then slowly roll it down, knees into the chest, start over, try again, holding the balance, everything as straight as you can here. Nice work. All right, we have to be getting close to the end, right? All right, yes, last one, our plank, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Get right into it. Straight arm plank for me. You could also start with the forearm plank, whatever you want to do here. Let me just adjust my mic here. All right, nice. So again, good plank form. You have your abs engaged. Straight line from your hips to your shoulders, squeezing everything, pushing the mat away as you retract the shoulder blades, all 10 fingers nice and spread out. You have your quads engaged, you're squeezing your butt, tucking your pelvis under. Maybe you're doing a forearm plank or you transition to a forearm plank. Same rules apply. The butt is in line with the shoulders. The abs are engaged. You're looking down at the mat. Your neck is nice and relaxed. 1 minute left on this plank. You could always drop to your knees if you want, but as soon as you're ready to get back up, come back up to that plank. I'm going to transition back to my straight arm plank. You could also do a side plank. You can do an RKC plank, which is where you're on your forearms and you push the mat towards you as you push your heels towards your elbows. So you're kind of creating extra tension within your body as you do the plank. Another 20 seconds left on the clock before we end this core routine. Free exercise classes every weekday. We do something different every day. Nice work. Cool down time. Let's sit back into a child's pose. Make your knees wider than your hips. Shift your weight back towards your butt. Towards your heels. Reach forward nice and long with your hands. Take a couple of deep breaths here, and then come to all fours. We'll end with some cat and cows like we started with. Round the back, push the mat away for the cat, and then arch the back. Look up for the cow. Get in 2 of those and walk your hands forward, drop the pelvis, look up, exhale, squeeze the butt. And that is it. Great job on that 30 minutes abs and core routine. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. Together, we'll get more fit, strengthen our core, etc., etc. Have a great rest of the day. I hope to see you again soon. Bye now.